Jai Hind dosto. This is Ananya, your master teacher at Vedantu for Social Science. I'm sure you guys are taking very good care of yourself. So people, let's continue with our story of Indian national movement. Alright? Chalo. So people, what are we going to do in this particular video? Guys, before I tell you what I'm going to teach you in this particular video, first of all, let me discuss the homework questions which I gave you last time. The very first question was, on July 20th, 1905, the partition of Bengal was announced by whom? That was announced by Lord Curzon. And I really appreciate Kunj Vora, Aman and Nirali Sahu for giving the fastest right answer in the comment section. That's great. That's great, guys. I want, in the same way, I want everyone to respond me in the comment section for each and every session of mine. Okay. Guys, in every session, at the end of the session, I always give homework questions. So make sure that you guys try to attempt the questions in the comment section. All right. That's great. Superb, guys. So guys, before I tell you what I'm going to teach you in this session, let's understand what we did in the last session. If you guys remember, guys, till now what we saw in the story, we saw the war of 1857. Then we saw the formation of Indian National Congress in year 1885. Okay. And after the formation of Indian National Congress in 1885, I told you guys the entire struggle from 1885 till 1947 can be classified into three phases. Okay? Early nationalist, moderate phase, assertive nationalist, extremist phase, and then we have got Gandhian era. So guys, we can divide the entire struggle into three phases. All right, moderates, extremist, and Gandhian era. If you guys remember, in my last session, I told you guys about the early nationalists, and I told you guys about the partition of Bengal. Do you remember partition of Bengal took place in year 1905, 20th of July 1905? Yes. Why the partition of Bengal took place? If you remember, Bengal was a very big province. Okay, the reason behind partition of Bengal, which was given by Britishers, was it is a very big province and it is very difficult to administer such a big province like Bengal. So for administrative convenience, we are dividing the province into two parts: West Bengal and East Bengal. West Bengal will be given to Hindu majority and East Bengal will be given to Muslim majority. But this was a reason provided by Britishers to Indians. But do you know what was the actual reason? The actual reason was basically to divide Hindus and Muslims. Simple as that. Alright, so till now we saw the story. Let's continue with the story further. Alright, I hope you guys are very excited to know the further part of the story. Chalo, continue karte guys. So guys, in this particular session, I'm going to tell you about the Surat session, the split in 1907, wherein the Indian National Congress got split. Yes, you have heard it right. So something happened due to which the Indian National Congress got split in 1907. What was the reason behind it? We will understand in this particular story. Then I'm going to teach you about the objectives of assertive nationalists. Beta, who are referred as assertive nationalists? Extremist. Simple as that. Okay? And then I'm going to tell you guys how they used to approach the Britishers. What was their method to approach the Britishers to fulfill their demands? That is what I'm going to teach you in this entire session. Alright? So guys, this was 1907 Surat session wherein the Indian National Congress got split into, you can say, two categories, two parts. How? Let's understand. First of all, guys, I'm going to tell you what was the basic difference between moderates and extremists. Means what was the difference between early nationalist and assertive nationalist. Okay, we will go point by point. Okay, first thing, the early nationalists wanted to achieve self-government and they strove for autonomy within the empire and not for absolute independence. Simple as that. They wanted some share in administering our country. They were not approaching Britishers for complete independence. They were of the notion that, they were of the view that we will not get complete independence immediately, but at least we want some share to rule our country, to administer our country. Alright, on the other hand, if we talk about assertive nationalists, they wanted Purna Swarajya. Now beta, what is meaning of Purna Swarajya? Complete independence. The very first difference. Second, early nationalists believed in constitutional method and worked within the framework of the law. So they used to approach the Britishers lawfully, means they used to follow the rules and regulations. And early nationalists were of the view that if we follow the rules and regulations, if we follow the constitutional method of approaching the Britishers, then in that case our demands will be fulfilled. All right, that was the view of early nationalists. On the other hand, if we talk about assertive nationalists, they were assertive in their approach. Beta, assertive means radical. Simple as that. They never followed the constitutional means to approach the Britishers. Okay, people, the next point, early nationalists. They held good position under the British government. So their position under the British government was really very good because they used to follow the constitutional means. On the other hand, if we talk about our assertive nationalists, our radicals, they denounced British rule and defeated. Guys, what is defeating something? To refuse something. So we started denouncing British rule, means we started criticizing these assertive nationalists started criticizing the British rule. They started condemning the constitutional law of Britishers. Guys, what is condemning something? To show complete disapproval. So they started showing complete disapproval against their constitutional means. On the other hand, if we talk about early nationalists, they had faith in the British sense of justice and fair play. So early nationalists used to think that if we follow the constitutional means, they will fulfill our demands. They will listen to our demands. They will listen to our grievances. So early nationalists had a faith on the constitutional means of Britishers. On the other hand, if we talk about assertive nationalists, that is radicals, they rejected British rule and held in responsible for the poverty of Indian people. If Indian people are becoming poor, that is due to Britishers. And that was said by assertive nationalists. Early nationalists, on the other hand, they received their support from the intelligentsia. Guys, what is the meaning of intelligentsia? Means educated people. Early nationalists were guided by educated people. On the other hand, if we talk about assertive nationalists, they drew their support from the masses. So masses included all the people coming from various religious background, coming from various language background, coming from various financial background. It included educated people, illiterate people, everyone. So assertive nationalists, radicals, drew the support from the masses. Early nationalists were inspired by the ideas of Western philosophers. On the other hand, if we talk about assertive, they got inspiration from the India's past, India's glorious past. All right. So this was the basic difference between early nationalist and assertive nationalist. My dear students, it's a very, very important question from your exam point of view, the difference between early nationalist and assertive nationalist. One more thing, students, if you come across any questions during the session, make sure that you guys are letting me know in the comment section so that I can come up with the solution, the explanation in my next session. All right, great. Now, guys, in 1907, there was a session in Surat, Indian National Congress session in Surat, and you will not believe, guys, in this session, the Indian National Congress got split. How? Let's understand. Guys, first of all, in short, we come to know that there was a difference between assertive nationalists and early nationalists. For sure, these two categories were from Indian National Congress, but with different ideologies, with different groups. Okay, so differences were bound to happen. Instead of differences, both groups of nationalists, that is assertive and early nationalists, resolutions was passed in 1906 at Calcutta session for condemning partition of Bengal. Guys, if I tell you about the views of early nationalists and assertive nationalists, both had a common view on the partition of Bengal. Okay, we condemned the partition of Bengal. We were like, we showed complete disapproval against the partition of Bengal. All right, because we knew the real reason behind the partition of Bengal. Okay, guys, Dadabhai Naoroji became the president of Indian National Congress in 1906. But in 1907, in Surat session, there was a differences in opinion. What kind of differences? Assertive proposed Lala Lajpat Rai to be the president of Indian National Congress. On the other hand, early nationalists wanted Raj Bihari Ghosh as the president of Indian National Congress. You guys understand? In 1906, these two categories or these two ideological people supported the same cause of partition of Bengal. Not supported, but had same views to condemn the partition of Bengal. Okay, but in 1907, what happened, guys? This was the main reason. By the way, guys, there were many reasons. This was the main reason behind the split of Surat session in 1907. Assertive nationalists proposed Lala Lajpat Rai to be the president of Indian National Congress. On the other hand, early nationalists had a view that Raj Bihari Ghosh should be the president of Indian National Congress. But because of the utter confusion, split took place. Assertives were expelled and remained outside of Indian National Congress for 9 years. And guys, understand, there was a lot of clashes between assertive and early nationalists within Indian National Congress, and who took full advantage of this situation. Britishers took full advantage of this situation. Guys, to be very frank, I believe that that is due to the stupidity which was done by Indians, and that is Indian National Congress. Britishers were taking full advantage of this situation. And they took full advantage of this situation, and you will not believe that Britishers came up with a new resolution. The new policy was concession and repression. Concession in simple sense, supporting the early nationalists and Muslims, and repression of assertive. Guys, so in Hindi we call it as, it was like jale pe namak छिड़कने का काम कर रहे थे Britishers. What they were trying to do, guys, like they started supporting one group and they started going against the other group. All right, so this is what Britishers wanted, and they were successful in doing so. So guys, let's understand, people, what was the objective of radicals. Let's understand. The leaders of radical phase of Congress politics include Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Sri Aurobindo Ghosh, Lala Lajpat Rai, and Bipin Chandra Pal. Guys, these people were demanding a drastic change in the politics. Okay, what is known as drastic change? They wanted a big change, a sudden change. Unlike early nationalists who wanted a gradual change, assertive nationalists wanted a drastic change, a big change, a complete change. What was the main objective of these radicals? Immediate attainment of Swarajya. They wanted complete independence immediately. So to get complete independence, they adopted 4 methods. So kaun se 4 methods se, let's understand those 4 methods. Guys, these were the 4 methods adopted by radicals. But before that, let's understand this. The main focus of radicals, that is assertive nationalists, was to get a larger share of for Indians in the administration. They wanted maximum Indians in the administration. What was the method? They started pressurizing the government to listen to their demands by direct action. All right, by not following the rules and regulations of Britishers. They adopted a policy of non-cooperation and resistance to unjust acts of British government. Simple as that. Assertive nationalists adopted the policy of non-cooperation. We will not cooperate with Britishers. Simple as that. What was their slogan? No cooperation, passive resistance, mass agitation, self-reliance means independent, and this was their slogan. Guys, everything I'm going to explain you in detail in this particular session. What was the target? Target was to end the British economic exploitation in India. Guys, in my previous session, many times I told you guys how Indians were economically exploited by Britishers. Each and every segment of Indian society was exploited by Britishers up to a great extent. And these assertive nationalists wanted to end this economic exploitation. How? Let's understand. 4 methods were adopted by radicals. The very first one was Swadeshi. Now guys, what was Swadeshi? Everyone is aware, guys. Swadeshi means we started promoting Indian made goods and we started boycotting foreign goods. So guys, there were many goods used to be imported into India from England. So what we did, we means assertive nationalists, radicals nationalists, what they did, they started boycotting the England made goods or the British made goods, and they started promoting Swadeshi, Indian made goods. Guys, always remember, Swadeshi was automatically followed by boycotting the foreign made goods. Alright. Third, national education. Guys, assertive nationalists thought that national education should be inculcated in the minds of the Indians. Rather than Western education, national education should be given. And how it can be given? Only by having Indian Institute. Alright, so let's understand about some of the Indian Institute which gave national education to Indians. Let's see. A national scheme of education was planned to replace government-controlled universities and colleges. Radicals tried to enlist. Enlist means to support the students in their services. A large number of national schools were established in East Bengal. Great. Like Bengal National Congress was set up in Kolkata and Pachiyappa National College in Chennai. These were the Indian institutes which are established to inculcate the national education in the minds of the Indians. Like in Punjab DAV school, the Anglo Vedic movement made considerable effort in spreading education through various schools and colleges. Efforts were also made to give education a national orientation in vernacular language. Means education should be provided to the students in vernacular languages. Vernacular language means regional languages. Alright, so this was one of the way to spread national education. On the other hand, and to spread the ideas of assertive nationalists. And the last one was passive resistance. Now beta, what is the meaning of passive resistance? Let me make it very simple for everyone, then I will read the slides. Alright, passive resistance means opposing someone in a non-violent way. Simple as that. I repeat, what is passive resistance? Opposing someone. They were opposing the Britishers but in a non-violent way. Okay, by not using arms and ammunitions. So that was passive resistance. Clear? Like, assertive believed in adopting the policy of non-violence resistance and vigorous political action to achieve their vigorous political action means strong political action to achieve their aims. We revived self-respect by referring to the India's past glory, guys. We wanted to revive our past by influencing the people that we had an amazing, glorious past. Alright, by saying the stories of Shivaji Maharaj, then Chandragupta Maurya, Vikramaditya, Rana Pratap, and guys, these were tagged as national heroes which inspired the masses. In Maharashtra, guys, Bal Gangadhar Tilak revived Shivaji festival in 1895. Guys, why? So that people should like get inspiration from these early heroes. They were tagged as national heroes who fought against the invaders in the past. So if they can do in the past, why can't we in today's time? Why can't we fight against the Britishers? So that was a source of inspiration for the assertive nationalists, so that the masses should get inspired and the masses should support the cause of assertive nationalists in getting independence to fight against the Britishers. Alright, so okay, this was their way. Some more things you need to understand in passive resistance. They use self-reliance. Self-reliance means becoming to be independent, and we are ready for self-sacrifice, suffering and hardship to achieve their goals. Guys, we will sacrifice our life to achieve our goals. They had an abiding faith in the strength of the masses and proposed to win freedom through mass action. Guys, they had a notion that if maximum people support a cause, we can get independence, we can fulfill our dreams. And whatever we want to achieve, we can achieve those things if maximum people support us in the cause. Alright guys. I believe guys till now the story is clear to you. Alright. Now people, I want you to I want to tell you about our pro subscription, guys. Now what is pro subscription, guys? It's amazing. Now, if I ask you, are you guys able to understand everything on YouTube, the lectures which are delivered by our Vedantu's master teachers on YouTube? Are you guys able to understand everything? Now, you will be like, yes, sir, we are able to understand everything. Now, if I tell you, if you guys are able to understand everything, then why you will take our pro subscription? Why you should take our pro subscription? Now, let me tell you the reason why you should take our pro subscription. First of all, guys, Vedantu is giving you a promise. The promise which Vedantu is giving you, guys, no other offline or no other online institute will ever give you. The promise which Vedantu is giving you. Before I tell you about the promise, let me tell you about the features in Vedantu. First of all, in Vedantu, guys, you will find unlimited live classes. I'm not talking about recordings. I'm talking about unlimited live classes. And you guys are already aware there are n number of benefits of live classes. Like you can ask doubts during the sessions. Yes. And guys, while you enroll to Vedantu, you actually compete with the students throughout the globe. Do you know how? Because students in Vedantu are not only from India, they are from different countries altogether. So your competition is also increasing. Just in case, if you miss out the session due to any reason, you can watch the replays, and those replays are going to be interactive. Means like you can participate in the quizzes, you can find your name on the leaderboard, and how many times you can watch the replays? N number of times you can watch the replays if you miss out the session. Not only this, you can also download the notes which are personally made by your master teachers. So the problem of notes is also solved. Acha, you will be like, sir, what about doubts? Guys, on YouTube, it is very, very difficult for you guys to ask us doubts over here, right? But over there, it becomes very simple to ask doubts because you are attending live sessions. And when you are attending live sessions, then you can ask doubts during the session and 100% of the doubts are cleared. Yes. Continuously tests are taken, assignments are given to you. Then you will all not believe, guys, you have an access to micro courses and crash courses. Do you know what are micro courses basically, guys? Micro courses means, let's take an example, you want to attend any one chapter of any subject. You can separately enroll to those micro courses other than being a part of the long-term batches. And how many micro courses you can attend? Unlimited micro courses and crash courses you can attend. Means just imagine, guys, you are getting more and more number of classes with very less price. Alright, so guys, it is very, very simple to enroll to these batches. Guys, there is a link there in the description box, and there is also very first comment you will find which is pinned in the comment section. You just have to click on the link and you will be redirected to our website. Simple as that, and you will find all these plans. Take a Pro Lite, Pro Classic, Pro Plus subscription. Guys, how to enroll to these sessions and what is the difference? Whatever benefits I said you now, all those benefits are available in our Pro Lite subscription. Okay. Now, if you want that your doubts should be solved after the session also or before the session also, you can take our Pro Classic subscription, in which you will get a doubts app wherein you can solve your doubts or you can ask your doubts after or before the session as well. And if you want a personal mentor who will be dedicated just for you throughout the year to help you with all your assignments, with your homework and everything, then you can take our Pro Plus subscription. Do you know what is the best part? You can try this plan for 1 month also. Like originally the plan is for 2,600, but if you apply my coupon code as ADPRO, alright, okay, if you apply my coupon code as ADPRO, you will get additional 10% off. Means, look at this. The original price for 1 month is 2,600. If you apply my coupon code as ADPRO, it will come down to 2,340. Simple as that. And you can try it for 1 month for every Lite, Classic and Plus subscription. Guys, my personal suggestion would be at least try it for a month. Get the experience, and this is my guarantee, guys, you will never regret. Why? Because Vedantu is giving you some promise. The promise which Vedantu is giving you, I will tell you after this. Now, guys, what I believe that whatever like subscription you take, end of the day, the fees which you have given to Vedantu actually comes down to zero. Now you will be like, sir, how it is coming down to zero? Because you are having an access to unlimited micro courses. And guys, when something is unlimited, you just imagine guys, you can attend live sessions, long-term live sessions and unlimited micro courses. You are not paying anything extra, but you are getting unlimited micro courses or unlimited sessions. So the more sessions you will attend, the lesser the price it will come down to for every session. Simple as that. So what promise Vedantu is giving you guys? The promise which Vedantu is giving you is, if in case, if you feel after taking our long-term batches for 1 year, there has been no progress as per your expectation, like you expected a rise of 5% or 10% or 15%, there has been no progress as per your expectation, Vedantu will return your complete fees back without asking any question. And yes, you have heard it right. Vedantu will give you a complete fees back. No questions asked. Amazing, right? But guys, for that, we need some commitment from your end. Like you have to attend minimum 75% of the classes, live classes, and minimum 75% of the assignments should be completed. If you guys are giving us such commitment, then we are promising you. In case the performance improvement is not as per your expectation, Vedantu will give you complete fees back. Guys, no other online institute or offline institute will ever give you this promise. Alright? So guys, our batches are already started and it is going to start soon. Alright, ICSE, right? So you guys can enroll to the batches. The link is there in the description box. I will tell you how you guys can enroll to these batches. The link is already there in the description box. And the very first comment is also the link. Just click on the link. You will be redirected to our website. Alright, great. You can apply my coupon code as ADPRO to get additional discount. Acha, by the way, one more thing, let me tell you. You will have a question, sir. How can we download the notes? Can we see the replays? Do you have any proof? So let me show you the proof, guys. So guys, you can join our batches. Alright. So cool, guys. I hope you understood this session till now. So guys, in this particular session, what we saw in this entire session, we saw the split of Indian National Congress in 1907 due to the differences of view between assertive and early nationalists, for which Britishers took full advantage of its situation. All right, and then we saw the objectives of assertive nationalists and their methods of approaching the Britishers, that is Swadeshi, boycott, national education, and passive resistance. I hope guys you understood the session. Now it is the time for homework question, and the homework question for the day is, when did Dadabhai Naoroji became the president of Indian National Congress? So option A 1905, option B 1906, or is it option C 1907? Alright. Okay, so a very simple question I gave you as a homework. I hope guys you enjoyed the session. If yes, do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and make sure that you guys are sharing this video with your friends as well. The link is there in the description box. Use the coupon code ADPRO to be a part of my long-term batches. Thank you so much. I hope guys you had a great time with me. So I'll see you guys in my next session. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Bye bye. Take care. Jai Hind.